Hello gentlemen, my name is Dick DeVoe and my topic is member relations. I have with me Brad Hatcher, who is the member relations chairman for a very successful branch. And we will be discussing the member relations functions such as new member orientation, new member integration into the branch, as well as the retention of existing members.
When the guest is converted to new membership, we typically, after the luncheon meeting, have a guest orientation which allows him and his sponsor to meet various people within the organization. That typically includes the membership chairman, the activities chairman, and usually Big and Little Sir are there as well.
So what happens at the orientation meeting itself?
The new member is handed a brochure. It has a great deal of information about SIRS, but we really use that as a template to have others in that room explain to him what his duties might be, what dues are. Our follow-up typically is 5 to 6 months after the member is inducted. We make a phone call to double check and see how they're doing. We're trying to make sure that they are comfortable with the activities they're in, and if they're looking to participate in new activities, is there anything we can do to try to help them into those new activities. We remind him that the core of the group is to bring new members into the organization, and we also ask and offer the opportunity to come to a board meeting so they can get an understanding of how the branch is operated.
What's the member relations role with existing membership?
We're really trying to make sure that the congeniality of the group stays the way it is. We're an ear to the ground, trying to understand what may be any problems that we surface. It's just an idea to make sure that the operation of the branch goes well. I mean, one of the things we do to remind existing members of the activities, we run a slideshow loop prior to the luncheon that shows activities.
I would call that attacking attrition that is controllable, that is preventable. We have some branches that have relatively large percentage of turnover. And we have those situations where the members that leave don't find sufficient reason to stay. So what kind of feedback do you get from the membership to help improve that situation?
We run a survey once a year. It's pretty broad brush. It asks for opinions on various topics, and we in turn pass along the results of that to the branch executive committee.
And what are the types of things you found in a survey like that?
Well, we had a problem at one time with food. We found out that the audio-visual equipment that we had really wasn't working all that well. We found out that introductions to guests and new members was taking too long. We also found that there was a lot of side table talk going on while the program was going. We've tried to hush that up a bit.
So you guys are doing a lot of good things. What does the BEC know about what you're doing?
BEC is absolutely informed. I have a slot on our BEC agenda. I'm literally there, and it's my job to report on anything that happens that we see that may be helpful to the operation of the branch.
There you have it, gentlemen. Member relations is a very important part of the organizational structure of a branch for the future. I'd like to now discuss learning points for member relations. Make sure you have a new member orientation on the day he is accepted for membership. Include in that orientation the new member sponsors, the member relations chairman, the membership chairman, the activities coordinator, and the big and the little sirs. In the orientation, stress the importance of joining activities, bringing guests, and serving as well as being served. And when asked to be a volunteer, the expected answer is, I'll give it a shot. Call the member back after 5 or 6 months and check to see how he's doing, if he's joined activities, and what we can do to provide him a better SIR experience. Your Member Relations Committee is responsible for assessment of the entire member experience, from the attractiveness of the facility to the effectiveness of the program and the value of the food. A periodic survey of members is important, and suggestions for such a survey can be found on the state website, as well as contacting the Growth and Membership Committee. Effective member relations can reduce turnover 5% a year because it helps the branch provide value to its members.